Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Adam Burke from BangTheBook.com, coming to you with a look at game 153-154 in college football on Saturday. Iowa takes on Iowa State. Big-time rivalry game here for the Cy-Hawk Trophy. Over at BangTheBook.com, we got you prepared for this game and all the games in Week 3 of the college football season. My college football power ratings posted over there, as well as college football situational betting tips and opening line report for Week 1. And once we get to Friday here, we'll be taking a look at the updated odds market in college football, see where some of the sharp activity is. We'll also have you fully prepared for the NFL's Week 2 slate. We've got power ratings from Danny Vorgs. Also, we'll have some situational betting tips, betting trends, all kinds of different stuff going on over at the website here for this big week of football. Also, we'll be taking a look at the military tribute at the Greenbrier, this week's PGA Tour event, with a preview from James Mazzola as the new PGA Tour season kicks off here this weekend. We got a video for that right here on our Bang the Book YouTube channel as well from Brian Blessing, who took a look at 3 NFL games for us this week also, including Sunday night's Eagles versus Falcons and Monday night's Browns versus Jets. All right, so I'll wrap up my videos for this week here, and I did North Carolina, Wake Forest, Washington State, Houston, and then also the Thursday night football game, Buccaneers and Panthers. So plenty of free pick videos for us this week here on our Bang the Book YouTube page. This one, as I mentioned, going to be Iowa and Iowa State. Iowa, 2.5-point favorite out there in the marketplace. Total of 45 for this one. This has been a pretty one-sided rivalry. Iowa's won 4 in a row, 8 of 11 here in this rivalry game. And in 2 of the last 3 years, Iowa State has only managed 3 points in this game. So we'll see what Matt Campbell has in store for the Hawkeyes this week. And the thing about Matt Campbell this week, he's coming off of a bye. Iowa State did struggle, at least that's what the final score would suggest, against Northern Iowa in a 29-26 triple overtime win. Perception is down on Iowa State, and we see that here with the line move for this game. Iowa State was a 1-point favorite. Now Iowa a 2.5-point favorite. College Gameday is in Ames for this one. They're calling it College Ames Day, so that should be pretty interesting. But look, anytime a team struggles or gets beaten by an FCS opponent, there's going to be a perception difference in the market. That team not going to be as highly thought of as they previously were. When you look at what happened in that Week 1 game for Iowa State, they outgained Northern Iowa by 200 yards. They had punt drives in the first half of 27, 31, and 39 yards. They missed a 4th and 1. They gave up a defensive scoop and score to Northern Iowa. They had a holding penalty wipe out a touchdown. They missed a 31-yard field goal. Basically, anything that could have gone wrong for Iowa State did go wrong in that game. So again, they outgained Northern Iowa by 200 yards, just had some turnovers, had some drives stall out at midfield, stuff like that. Maybe those are things that they can fix here coming off the bye, taking on Iowa. Personally, in my power ratings, I have these two teams about equal. So with home field advantage factored into the equation, I am looking at Iowa State as a favorite here in this spot. Now, Iowa does nothing wrong. For the most part, this is a very consistent, very, very solid team under Kirk Ferentz. They don't make it to the Big Ten championship game a lot. They don't really make it to a lot of prestigious bowl games, but they're just a solid football team. A lot of times they play mistake-free football. For the most part, they have here this year. Nate Stanley, the quarterback, 64% completion rate, 6.0 touchdown-interception ratio, only been sacked twice. They move forward running the football. They don't have a whole lot of negative plays. That's what you worry about here for Iowa State. They have to play mistake-free football. Iowa's very good at that. Iowa State, they tend to do something, and we saw it, of course, in that Northern Iowa game. Lots of mistakes, lots of drives stalling at midfield, a bad turnover, missed field goals. The Hawkeyes don't do those things more often than not. So that would be the concern here for Iowa State in this game. Now, for the Iowa side here, look, they've got some defensive injuries to worry about. Couple of injuries in the secondary coming out of that game against Rutgers. We'll have to wait and see what the statuses of those players are later on in the week. But in 2 games against Miami of Ohio and Rutgers, only 2 sacks for Iowa. They got the chance to play against 2 very anemic offensive teams. Rutgers' passing game is embarrassingly bad. It is awful. Miami of Ohio just outgunned, overmatched, out-physicaled by a team like Iowa. So look, I get it. Iowa State struggled against Northern Iowa, and that doesn't look very good. The optics of that aren't great. But Iowa played a couple of very inferior teams as well leading up to this one. So I think we're going to find out a lot about both of these teams here, as we typically do with these early season games. I'm going to trust my power ratings. I'm going to trust my summer research where I had these two teams about equal. Have not adjusted either one of them here so far. So I have Iowa State -3 with home field advantage. I'm going to trust that. I'm going to take the Cyclones here. I will wait around on this line a little bit and see if one of the books out there does go to Iowa -3. I think one of the Square public books could potentially do that. But if it doesn't happen, I'll still take Iowa State 2.5 or +2, whatever that number is. Maybe sprinkle a little bit on the money line as well. Maybe this is the year for Iowa State. Maybe it isn't. But I think that there's a little bit of misperception in this line because the one data point we have from Iowa State was them struggling against an FCS team. They're off a bye. They should be a healthier team here. I'll give Matt Campbell the benefit of the doubt and take the Cyclones to take down the Cy-Hawk Trophy. I'm Adam Burke for BangTheBook.com.